My name is Dr. Katie Nishek. I am a small animal veterinarian with a background in emergency medicine and sled dog medicine. I have a special interest in pain and the intersection of pain and behavior. And if you're watching this, then you are likely pursuing an evaluation of pain consultation with me. This short video is going to talk about the gait analysis and how to capture the video at home to get the most out of your gait analysis. So what we're going to talk about, why do we take the video? What equipment and setup do you need? It's not complicated. When and where to take your video, what views and speeds to record, how to actually do it, and then some tips and tricks to get the best video. Why do we take video? As you already can tell, video is kind of the cornerstone of our gait and postural analysis. We use that in conjunction with some photos. This allows us to assess how the dog is holding their body in their normal environment. How are they shifting their weight? Where are they placing their feet, etc. And dogs compensate with these movements at different speeds, which is why we assess the walk and the trot. The goal is to be able to assess all four limbs at both a walk and a trot, so at these different speeds. So we're going to be looking at both the right and the left side. What equipment do you need? A little bit of time. Sometimes these can be a little bit challenging to capture. So I give yourself at least 30 minutes. If you need to do multiple sessions, that's totally okay. You can utilize your smartphone. It's probably the easiest thing to use. Have a partner help with filming or utilize a tripod if you're doing this solo. We want to use the leash and collar and try to avoid harnesses like in this picture with Wallace. I wouldn't want him to have his harness on. That allows us to see their full body. The camera should be set far enough back that we can capture 4 to 6 steps within that frame. So on this top picture with Wallace, if we were walking from the left to the right, I will be able to see at least 4 to 6 steps in that length of him walking across the video in the frame. We also want to lower the camera so that it is at perpendicular to their body and level with their body. We don't want to be angled down like this photo with Frankie here in the bottom left. And if we're utilizing someone who's going to help us, we don't want them to pan the camera from left to right while we take these videos. We want them to be stationary. When and where to take these videos. So prioritize capturing them in as much natural light as possible. I recognize that this time of year, a lot of people are in the winter months, and so outside might be an option. If you have to do it inside, utilize a sunny room during the middle of the day. But if you're outside, try to capture it during the day, obviously, and avoid high noon if possible if you're someplace that is really, really sunny, or if you have a day that's really sunny. When the sun is shining pretty harshly like that, we can get some harsh shadows that affect our ability to really look at the feet and the limbs. The surface below your and your dog's feet should be level, it should be stable, and it should be a substrate that doesn't actually cover their feet. So we don't want any tall grasses in the yard or elsewhere if you're in a field or something like that. Avoid substrates like gravel and sand as they can be a little bit slippery. And if you're inside, avoid slippery flooring like linoleum or hardwood. Utilize a rug or a yoga mat in the area that you're going to be walking across. And then ensure that the background is a little bit calm. So we don't want it to be super visually noisy with a lot of stuff in the background if we can help it. There is a list here of the views and speeds that we want and need. So essentially it is both side to side, left and right, and towards and away from the camera so we can get the front and the back. We want to do 1 to 2 clips of the following and at both the walk and the trot. I will send you a actual checklist of this so you don't have to have this memorized or take any notes here. And then we also want a few clips of the following kind of behaviors or postures. Their urination and defecation posture, and we include the lead up to that. So if they're doing a lot of shuffling, I want to see that. Up and down stairs if it's applicable to their life, and on and off furniture if it's applicable to their life as well. Some photos we can take as well include a standing and sitting posture from all different angles. So left, right, front, and back, so I can see what all their legs are doing. And the following can be photos or videos. Their eating posture, whether that's lying down, sitting, or standing, and where they normally eat. We want to see that kind of like normal behavior. Any sitting or standing photos. If they are having any difficulty from getting up from lying down, we can take a video of that. And then any additional posture, stances, or positions that you think are like, maybe that's a little bit weird, or if they're a very good representation of what your dog normally does. So to take the video, we're going to be moving towards or away from the camera or across the frame from the camera at the desired speed. We're aiming for your dog to have a neutral head and neck, so we want to avoid putting any tension on the leash that could change how they carry themselves, and avoid having the dog look up at you. After we've taken the video, we want to trim that video to include or exclude any time that the dog is not visible in the frame, and label the videos according to whatever you're doing. So if it's a side-to-side walk, or trotting towards the camera, or walking away from the camera, etc. Some tips. If your dog is really attentive to you, it can be really hard to keep them in their neutral head position. They want to kind of crane their head and neck up towards looking at you. So sometimes walking backwards in front of them can help them keep a neutral head and neck. Avoid putting on any tension on the leash for the same reason. And you can consider doing this off leash if you're in an area that's safe to do so and you feel like your dog would be comfortable in that position. Sometimes utilizing treats can actually hinder it because our dogs will get excited, increase their speed, jump and leap and prance. But if you are going to utilize them, consider treat placement in this in order to maintain a neutral head and neck. So if you're luring, have the treat in a position not really high above their head, not really low, but like right in front so that they're neutral. And or utilize some sort of pattern game that they're already familiar with to have treat administration be at the end of the sequence. So using 1, 2, 3 game, bowls, or some sort of movement puzzle is possible as well. If you're having difficulty, if you have any questions in the moment, or you want to run any views by me, definitely don't hesitate to reach out and we can kind of troubleshoot it together. Phone via text is probably the fastest and quickest way to get to me, to get a hold of me. Email, I would say expect 1 to 2 days before I respond. But absolutely feel free to text me if that is something that you need some feedback on right away. I don't answer phone calls, so definitely don't call. I have lots of other information that will be included in the email that you probably got this link from. So if you have any other concerns, please reach out. Thanks so much.